Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Bloom Outdoors. So if you guys checked out some of the last couple videos, basically where I installed the train horns and all that, you'll know I added another switch in here. Well, if you can tell now, our fitment is absolutely terrible. And come to find, there was actually some metal bracket behind here. And so this totally got messed up. This does not fit into place all the way, as you can see. Fitment is absolutely trash. Because I put this switch here, it actually fit just fine with these two switches, but then when you add that one, it does not fit. So I can go ahead and show you guys. Oops, there goes a clip. Oh, that one down there came off. Oh well. Let's get all this taken out of here. So anyways, as you can see, we've got this switch spread apart a little bit, and so that's kind of why these two are separated, was so I could get this in here. This actually closed just fine. It just kind of barely hit the bottom of this and it ended up closing. But then with this one right here, apparently it doesn't close because it hits this metal piece right here. I don't know why I didn't see that when I was first installing it, but for some reason I didn't. Basically, I bought a new one of these panels. I forget the name. I want to say it was called a closure panel. That sounds right to me. I'm not sure. I can leave the part that I bought linked in the description down below. Basically though, I just got a brand new one of these, but in a different color. I got the black color because in my personal opinion, the whole black interior looks way better. So eventually at some point, all this stuff will be black instead of this tan. It kind of looks gray. I think the proper name might be gray or it's camel, something like that. I'm not 100% sure though. If you guys know, you can leave a comment down below. Let me know what this is actually called. But I ordered the black ones. I believe the proper name for that is ebony. So I have the new, I think it's called a closure panel in the back seat. So it shouldn't be too hard to get this installed. What it looks like, it basically holds this thing on, is just going to be these two screws right down here. So I think we're just going to have to take those out and unplug all of this crap. We'll probably have to unscrew some of this stuff. But all the new stuff should plug in right to this one. It does have the electronic park brake. I think this is for your, what is this for? This might be for your memory seats, which my truck doesn't have that. We just have the lever right down here to control it. But I think that's what this is for, or it's for adjustable pedals, something like that. Maybe it has both right here. I'm not 100% sure, but I will tell you that my truck doesn't have it. And also my truck, as you can see by that guy right there, does not have keyless start or whatever. You have to put the key into the ignition right over there. So this new panel I got is literally set up the exact same way as this one, thankfully enough. It was hard to find the correct one, but eventually I did find it. So we have this exact same panel, but in black. So the big question when putting the new one in then is, where am I going to mount these switches? Well, I was thinking this area right here, but then looking down on that, we have got this plug-in, which I have absolutely no idea what that is for, considering I don't have a plug or anything right back here. It's just empty. So I'm not really sure what that is for. It doesn't even plug into anything. It's literally just empty. Interesting. So that might be for if you do have the controllable pedals or whatever that is. I guess maybe if you do have the controllable pedals or whatever that function is, then maybe this connector would just plug right into that. But considering we don't have it, then we just have an empty hole right here, empty container thing. So I might put them right there and just kind of cut this thing off and let this connector hang, because it literally doesn't plug into anything. So I might just tape it up so we don't get any dirt or anything in it. Yeah, I'm pretty much just going to start on the install of this guy. I don't think it'll be too terribly difficult. Like I said, just unplugging all the wires and crap, and we'll have to move this piece over, this piece right here over as well. I think it should be fairly easy. So I'm just going to pretty much get into it, and then I'll update you guys along the way. Alright, I'm not quite sure what you guys can see or not. I got the new panel right here, the ebony one. Went ahead, drilled the 3 holes right here. I ended up doing it in this spot. As I showed you that little empty connector space, basically I just cut that out of the back. I'll just let this one wire just hang here. It's not plugged into anything anyways.
I can just go ahead and zip tie it to another one of these connectors in here so it's not rattling around or anything. But it's a good enough spot to get the 3 holes drilled. So I got that done. It should fit. If not, I checked it out and this piece right behind it is plastic instead of metal. And this metal right here is also welded like into the cab way back up in here. So if I wanted to remove this, I'd have to take like a grinder, cut it off way back up in there. Seems like way too much of a pain. I figured this was a lot easier, plus I wanted to do the black interior swap anyways, so figured this would just be the right time to do it, and then I can go ahead mount these holes in a little bit different of a location. The one nice thing I did like about them right here though, is they were very easy to just hit. You just reach your hand over, hit this. I know with this you're probably going to have to lean down a little bit, because I know like when I hit the park brake you have to lean down a little bit, so I'll probably have to do that to hit these, but that's not a huge deal. It is what it is. But now I'm just kind of working on getting all the rest of this stuff kind of taken apart here. I got the little headlight knob thing taken out. That's fairly easy. Got some of these clips. Got to work on this park brake now. It's either just clips or screws holding this stuff in. So if you just have pretty much a basic tool set, you should be able to get this done yourself. All of the clips and crap on this side should be out. Should just be the main screws up underneath here. Okay, we should be good now. I think I got everything taken off of this old one. Got all the switches disconnected. Got my throttle controller thing taken off. Looks like we're good. Here's the old panel here. It's literally going to be the same thing as the old one, except if you guys remember when I first did the first switch, I did not have one of those drill out bits, so I literally just took a knife and tried to carve a hole out. Looks pretty trashy, and you can see all of the terrible marks on the outside of it, versus how clean these other ones are. So I used that drill out bit for the new 3 holes, which is like here, here, and here. But other than that, it's the same panel. Not too difficult to take it off. It's basically just held on by these 2 screws, which are right down here, which is held into this metal plate. So to take the plate off, there was the 2 screws up top and then the 2 down low. And then there's clips underneath and clips that kind of hold the whole thing in all around. But once you unsnap it, it's fairly easy. For those of you who want to see a side-by-side comparison of what these look like. So this is the old one that was just in there that I just took out. There's the 3 holes. No button thing right there for like to turn the truck on, just the regular ignition. We don't have any like pedal control things right here, just the e-brake. Same thing over here, just the e-brake. There's nothing up here. That is for my throttle controller. I just took that off the old one, put that on here. And then the switches are now mounted right here, not right there. So should be good just to put everything back in. And then as you can maybe see here, maybe not, I don't know, I'll show it to you after it's done anyways, but those, or I guess that is what it looks like with the 3 switches mounted in there. Doesn't look too bad, almost looks factory. Looks pretty decent. I just kind of messed up, they're not in a perfect line, but it's close enough, nobody's going to be able to tell. Should just be able to go ahead and basically mount this thing right back up, and then after the fact, we'll kind of just plug everything in. Snap those in. Should be good just to put this plate back in and put those screws back on. Okay, got that piece back in, this whole metal piece with the 4 bolts. Fairly simple. Okay, got these guys plugged in. We should fit just fine, I hope. I can always tuck some of these wires back in, or I could even rerun these guys through here if I need to, just if it'll fit a little better. But I haven't quite tried it like this yet. It's fairly easy just to pop them off and pop them back in. But I want to make sure I got the right ones plugged in here. This top one should be for the horns. This middle one should be for the rock lights. So that's the middle one turned on. And yep, rock lights are on. You can see kind of my finger light up blue there from the middle one. And the bottom one should be the light bar. Yes, the light bar is turned on. Just trying to figure out the order here, make sure I got everything right so I don't try and turn the rock lights on, accidentally turn the train horns on or something like that. That plug won't go to anything, so we'll just end up zip tying it. Alrighty guys, so there we go. That looks so much better in my opinion. That looks way better. I don't know who would ever like this tan color or actually opt to put this in their vehicle, but this is just what comes with the STX. I can't stand it, I just hate this color. I like the black so much more. I believe this stuff comes in XLTs and maybe some Lariats. I'm not 100% sure if it comes in Platinums or not, or King Ranch or Limited or anything like that. I don't think this specific one would, especially considering there's no, I forget if it's the memory seats or adjustable pedals right here. It's something like that, but you also don't have the like non-key start thing. You know, I have the actual key that goes in the ignition. You don't have just the push button start. So I think this one might just come in XLTs because I'm pretty sure some XLTs have just a regular key to start and not the like memory options or whatever that is. But yeah, so my personal opinion, I think this looks great. Looks so much better than it did before. I can't wait till I get everything else done with this truck. We get to switch out some of this other crappy gray tan along with the door panels, the glove box, some of this other stuff. It's gonna look so much better when it's totally done. But for right now, this is just the start of it, especially because this was kind of the thing that was actually needed for the truck. The other stuff isn't necessarily needed because as you can see, there's nothing wrong with the door panel, but it would look so much better in all black, like just way better. But this is a great start to it. Here's the old one. I kind of already showed you guys, but here it is again. Again, comparison here. That's what it looks like. And then with that down there, it just looks so much better with the all black. It is kind of dirty, like all up in there because I was messing with crap, but it looks way better. I guess if anybody needs or wants this piece, go ahead, let me know. I might just end up throwing it away because the 3 holes up here, and I also broke this clip right back here. But I guess if anybody needs it, I'll keep it around for a week or two. If nobody says they want it, it's just going to go in the trash. So that's just an option if anybody needs that piece. And then here is the part number for the ebony piece I just put in there. I believe it was Tasca Ford parts that I bought this from. Took maybe a month to get here, so quite a while. But I've also ordered some other parts from other places. I think it's called Jackie Jones Ford or something like that. I ordered parts from them a month and a half ago. I haven't even got emails about them saying anything. Not even it's shipped or they have the part or anything like that. It's just a waiting game, I guess. So I don't know, might have to cancel those orders and reorder through Tasca, and hopefully I can get the parts in. Not sure if anybody has a good suggestion for places they order parts from, then let me know. Also, I was thinking about it, maybe another spot too I could have mounted these switches would have been right here. I'm not sure how well that would have turned out, but I have seen some people put switches and stuff right here, so that could have been an option, but then you'd have to pop this whole thing off. So if you do have like memory pedals or whatever this crap is right here, you might be able to put them right here. Otherwise, you might have to just figure some other place out, like just mount them down up under here somewhere and reach your body way down there to turn them on and off. But I'd say for a start of the interior swap, I guess, it doesn't look terrible. I think it looks fairly good. If I could have opted for a color in this truck when I first bought it, I would have gotten black. But you guys know this is an STX, so we do have the crappy colors in here, but I saved a lot of money getting this one instead of upgrading to like an XLT. I would have dropped another 20 grand in the truck by doing that, where I could just do everything myself, save a lot of money, and do it the way I want it. So when you're just sitting here, I've got that guy on this side. And then down over here, before the switches were just right here, they were very easy to hit. My arm is just sitting on my leg. I could just hit it like that. I could turn them all on. However, this I have to go down a little bit. I kind of have to extend my arm to get these bottom two. The top one, I don't really. But just when I'm like this, I reach my arm out. I can't quite touch it, so I do have to lean forward a little bit. But it's not a huge deal. And I did want to put the horn one on the top because that's kind of my, I don't know, like the one I would have to hit the fastest if I need to. I leave this button off all the time in case I accidentally hit the horn. I don't want to blare that thing, or when I lock my truck or something, the horn will go off. I do not want the train horns to go off when I'm parked in a neighborhood or something. So I just leave this off, but you know, when somebody cuts you off really bad, I don't drive with the horn on in town, but I can just very easily go to the top one and hit it and then hit the horn. So I didn't want it like in the bottom or middle because it's more of a stretch, and then I kind of have to feel around to figure out where it is because I can't necessarily see it from the steering wheel. I kind of have a little gap right here. The camera's kind of at like where my head is, so I do kind of have a nice gap right here where I can see. It's a lot easier to hit the top one than it is the bottom. I have to lean forward to get to those ones. I don't think I showed it, but I put this whole panel back on. These did clear just fine. It was a little tight on the back side with that plastic piece that ran up and down, but the wires just ran and bended right around it, so ended up fitting fairly nicely. All the clips and everything are popped in, as you can see. Everything fits very nicely. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much going to be it for the video. Definitely an upgrade in my opinion. It looks so much better. I literally can't even explain to you guys how much better this looks. I mean, I guess you can see it, and you can see it looks way better, but I just am so excited for the interior swap to begin, and I can't wait till we get some of the other stuff done. Also, I guess if you guys have any other cool suggestions on seats, what you guys want to see, I think just like door panels and stuff, I'll just try and find like some used XLT doors or something like that. I don't really want to buy brand new ones because I think they're like $600 for a new door panel. And also on those websites, it's really hard to find pictures of stuff, so I don't exactly know what I would be getting. So if you guys have any tips or advice for any of that stuff, doors, whatever, these trim pieces up around here, if you guys have any advice, tips, anything you want to see, anything cool I should do. I was thinking about painting these or just getting the gray ones. I think they come in black or gray. I'm either going to get the gray ones because it's like a dark gray to match the color of my truck, or I'm just going to leave them black because black doesn't look bad either. If you guys know how to get rid of this chrome, if they have any other options. Same thing with this stuff. If they have any other non-chrome options, let me know. Same thing with the dials here. I would take those covers off because they do have like some milled in accents on it, but to get rid of this back piece of chrome, you guys have any ideas or anything like that? But then also with seats, if you guys have any cool ideas for what I could do with the seats, whether that be just like cat skin leather, I don't know, seat covers, buying different seats out of a higher trim truck, I don't know, anything like that. You guys got any cool ideas or suggestions, then let me know down in the comments below. But I think that's pretty much going to be it. So as always, thanks for watching another video of Bloom Outdoors. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you leave your thoughts about this whole thing I just did down in the comments below. Let me know your guys' ideas and thoughts, what you want to see next. Thanks for watching another video of Bloom Outdoors. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.